deal with, because they used to say, it's an old saying that the old times used to say. They used to say the revolution will not be televised. See, so and what that meant is that the type of truth we're talking about won't be on TV, won't be on on 22, on CNN. It's going to be like we're doing from word of mouth.
Give a special shout out to the Most High Yah for making all this possible. I want to thank my special guest tonight, Rafa Allah, Yasha Allah, Rafa Allah, A. Author. She'll be joining us shortly. I want to thank all the word of mouth viewers and supporters. Praise Yah, hallelujah. It's your boy Yahudah. Now, I got YouTube and Kick right here. I got Facebook right here. Shalom, 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 peace to everyone. Much love and respect to you and your family. Everybody that's viewing, if you can hear the words, I'm appreciative. In the midst of your coming and going, I appreciate you. If it's morning, evening, or night, I appreciate you. And if you saw it already, if you're watching it now, or if you're going to watch it later, I appreciate you. Praise Yah, hallelujah. It's your boy Yahudah. This is a special word of mouth episode. The FBA versus Diaspora war. Uh-oh. We about to cook up tonight, y'all. We about to cook up tonight, y'all. Let me try to get my guests in here. Let's try to get my guests in here. Now, we've been having we did a word of mouth Torah talk special segment yesterday where I had a guest was able to join. So we've been doing these little tests, but sometimes we have technical problems, guys. Sometimes we have technical problems, but this is what happened in this type of captivity. They say freedom of speech, but it ain't that free. Okay, let's see. I sent it out. I sent it out to you, Rafa Allah. Check your notifications. And with this sister, we used to have so many problems just trying to communicate. You wouldn't even imagine how many calls drop, how many, man, the enemy really don't want this message to get out there. They dread this message. But guess what? The word gonna get out. The word is gonna get out, guys. We're gonna continue to do what we gotta do. We're gonna continue to do what we gotta do, guys. Let's see if I can get her to join. Much love and respect to all the viewers. Everybody who's tuning in, much love and respect to you. This is another episode of Word of Mouth. You know, we got a special episode for you guys tonight. I got a guest that I'm waiting to join. Everybody get your pens, you can't hear me? You can't hear me, bro? Okay. See, we had these technical problems sometimes, guys. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Let me know if you can hear me now. No sound? Okay. I'm gonna pop out and pop back in. That could be it. I'm gonna pop out and pop back in. Let's try this again. Let's see. Send a couple of invites back out. I was having a problem with my sound. Yo, let me know if y'all can hear me. I was just having a problem with my sound. Let me know if you can hear me. Let me know if you can hear me now, guys. Okay, good. Now my sound better. Con. I think it has something to do with my Bluetooth. Praise Yah. Hey, yo, listen, y'all. Y'all don't know how many years I was talking and nobody could hear me anyway. This is normal for me. Praise Yah. Hallelujah. It's your boy Yahudah. And I'm back with another episode of Word of Mouth. Yeah, the FBA versus the Diaspora Wars, y'all. Who the FBA? We finna get into it, y'all. I got a special guest I'm waiting on right now. Guys. Y'all know how this go. You know, when you speaking certain truth, it's gonna get blocked. It's gonna get lost in the sauce, right? There's gonna be a lot of stuff to discourage you to make you want to just don't do it anyway. We ain't worried about that. You know, we continue to be diligent. We continue to fight hard. You gotta fight, guys. It's a fight. It's a fight, guys. Let's see here. And this particular person, it's always some type of problem, guys. There's always some type of issue. These people be playing with me, y'all. Okay, there she go right there. Okay. Okay, I'll invite you now. Let's go. Can y'all still hear me good? Everything's still good? Yo. Yo. Yo, sometimes it take a little while, Now let me hear your sound. Give me a mic check. Can you hear me? I can't hear you. Can you hear me? Here we go. Now, why wouldn't you be able to hear me? We just did this yesterday with no problems. Okay, let me double check mine. Make sure your Bluetooth ain't on. Let me see. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Let's see. Let's try this. Let's see if it worked. Let's try one more time. Can you hear me now? I can't hear you. You can? Make sure your Bluetooth's not on. Because I had that problem. Sometimes it don't go smooth the first time, guys. It's kind of like that story. It's kind of like the story of Sarah and Abraham. They want to have a child, but the Most High had plans of having a child later in life. Some people will say that's impossible to have a kid that late in life, but it's just a waiting game, though. It's a waiting game, just like right now. It's a waiting game. I'm gonna send another invite. Let's try again. I'm telling you, everybody else I can add, but when it comes to her, it's a problem.
Can you hear me? Shalom.
Let's go.
Peace, love, and balance.
Let's go. Listen, y'all. Let me. I'm gonna put it back a little bit. For some reason, when you do these live like this, it has the camera zoomed in real close.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm gonna bring it back a little bit. You still can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right. Come on. Yeah, when we be trying to connect, it always be a problem for some reason.
I'm telling you, the enemy don't like.
They don't like me and you to get together. They don't want us to get together. If he don't like you, hey, if he don't like you, he don't like me. It's going to be a problem. It's going to be a problem.
Yeah.
How you doing?
Well, and we're here to discuss the FBA and the Diaspora War, right?
FBA and the Diaspora Wars.
I would love for us to bring this out from the Hebraic biblical perspective.
Oh, you already know. That's the only way we play.
Yeah.
And listen. I only see only one thing through these lenses. Hebrew view. Hebrew. How you say it? Hebrew. 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 Oh, we finna cook it up. We finna cook up. You know what it is. And we had the cookout, y'all. Listen, we had the cookout. Go get you a plate. Don't be greedy though. Don't be greedy. Get you a plate, and when everybody ate, we can get seconds. Because it's just like manna. We can't save it overnight. We got to eat it all tonight.
And that part.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I'm so excited. It's a treat to have you on.
Appreciate you.
Yes, it's always a pleasure. You know, all of the word of mouth supporters and you know, you one of the favorites.
Yeah,
So
you are my favorite too.
come. So with this show, guys, with word of mouth, the reason why I created this podcast called Word of Mouth is because I got tired of, in the words of Mr. President Trump, I got tired of fake news. Like I got tired of materialistic based information. I got tired of political based information. Like, you know, everybody wants to be politically correct. Nobody's saying the truth. So I said, you know what? It was a time where everything got to us word of mouth. And this was
especially in a Christian church.
Yes. Mm-hmm. And I wanted to get back to that. I wanted to get back to a place of truth where you didn't have to worry about, is what I'm hearing true? It's verified, and it's you know, it's been verified that everything that we say is true. Everything has been researched. For all the viewers out there, just for you guys to know, we take this very seriously. We would never present anything to you guys that we didn't research. And you know, triple, quadruple check. That's how we do around here. Just for your knowledge, to know none of this stuff is gossip based. This is not an entertainment podcast. Okay, so this is not for clickbaits. This is for the gathering of our people, for the information and knowledge of our people, knowledge of self, and for the strengthening of the relationship with you and the Creator. That's what this is about, guys. You know, so just to give you guys that information, we want to go in on the FBAs. And by the way, before we get into this, could you do me a favor, Rafa Allah? Could you explain to the great word of mouth viewers there, what is the FBA? Because we see this all the time. Exactly what is that?
FBA is the acronyms, abbreviations, which represents the foundational Black Americans.
Foundational Black Americans. Interesting.
Yes, babies of slaves, the descendants of slaves, the descendants of the emancipated people of North America.
Okay, let me ask you before you go on. Let me ask you really fast for the viewers, for the people who don't know nothing what's going on. Could you explain to them, is there a difference between the FBAs and the people in Africa? That wasn't
definitely
for the viewers. Could you please explain?
Definitely, the difference between, from my perspective, the difference between the foundational Black Americans, which are also legally, which is the foundational Black Americans, are the so-called African Americans. As Jesse Jackson started that nationality back in the 80s, that is That is actually the nationality that was given to us by the United States government to describe us as a group of people here in North America, which many of us do not. I'm gonna get back to your question, but many of us do not accept that as our nationalities because many of us were not descendants of Africans. Now, Africans and the Black Americans are two wholly different sets of tribes. Because you know, Africa has, I believe they have like 54 countries within that continent. Right? They are all consisted of thousands and thousands of tribes. We are as well. We're a diverse tribe. We're here in America. So this is what we're trying to get most people here to understand nationally, that that many of us do not want to be known as African. We're not Africans. We've been here for hundreds and hundreds of years. And like, as for myself, I'm a descendant of Cherokee Black Indians. And I'm not saying that some of my ancestors are not Africans, but majority of my ancestors are indigenous, natural people of this land. My mother and I, we spent 10 years doing research and background checks on our ancestors going back at least 200 years. We have birth certificates, we have marriage licenses, and we have documents. We even have deeds of properties that were owned by my ancestors. We were able to dig all this information up. So this is when we discovered we're not Africans. We came from the people of this land, and they were melanated. I have pictures. You can go on my Facebook timeline, and you could dig up all these ancestors that I've posted over the past 12 months. They were all indigenous individuals of this land. Cherokee, and one of them was Creek Indian. So this is why I rejected the title as African. Now, I won't knock Africa for having credit for playing a part in our from our past. Everybody's from Africa. Even the whites are from Africa. They came from us. Because at one time, all of the continents were together at one time. It was all one continent at one time, right? Did you know this? Because if you went to college and if you took science in college, this is one of the information that they will teach you. At one time, all 7 or 8 continents were together. Right. One. It was called Panasia. So therefore, everybody is from Africa, but our recent ancestors were not Africans. Everybody did not come off them boats. So just to go even further from that, the point of the Foundational Black American Nationality title, we are Hebrews. We are Hebrews, the tribe of Judah.
And you know what? Just to speak on that, before you continue, when you look at if any of the viewers, if you was to look at the auction, just look at the information on the auctions when we came to the shores of America. Do your research on the auctions, and you'll see Judah, you'll see Hebrew slave. So do your research on that as far as the auction blocks when we came here. You will see a lot of evidence of what she's saying right now. I just want to throw that in there. A lot of people, this is how it works. A lot of people are just hearing what you said for years, and that's a lot of people. So sometimes you have to give the proper information with the people who don't know nothing. They can have proper information to go for their search. So I just want you guys to understand what we're saying is based upon history. This is not opinions. I know that the government wants to take away our history, but you can't take away history. You can whitewash stuff like they did in the past, but you can't erase history because there are other countries that know that it happened. And you're not in control of the world. You're in control of America, but you're not in control of the whole world. You can't tell the African countries that we didn't do something and we did it. You can't control them. You surely can't control Iran. So if 100 years down the line comes and the whole world said that we didn't do something, Iran can say, yes, they did.
Yeah, and speaking of Iran and all these other countries will be the first to tell us that Black Americans are not Africans. They're not Africans. They will even tell you that. Most of them, they know our history better than we do.
I want you guys to understand something. What she's saying right now, see, when you guys take a closer look at these things, I want you guys to really take a closer look at this stuff. Don't just listen to what we're saying. Actually research it later, write this stuff down and look at it. There's two things going on here, guys. There is some type of myth, or there's some type of understanding that if you have brown skin, you're the same thing. Now we know that we have people in East India that have red dots on their head. We know that they're not Black people, but they have the same melanin tone.
Right.
Don't get caught up in the tone. Okay? So don't think just because they're the same tone, they're the same people, is my point. Also, if you look at the physical anatomy of our people and a lot of people in Africa, we have different skeleton structure. We have different blood type. Our blood type is the only blood type in the world that's universal that everybody can use. These type of things, and you see these things in science, it's not just spiritual, guys. It's not just the Bible. It's not just the Torah. You know, people like me, I don't run away from science and people who have those type of ideas and conversations. I embrace it because I understand science comes from Torah. Science, because you got to think about it, guys. Science is a word that just means the study of. So sometimes you say stuff that don't really make sense. Because you be like, I believe in science. So you believe in the study of? You know what I mean? People say stuff, but they don't understand what they're saying. Because you can't just say, I believe in science, when the science is the study of, but then you have different branches of science. You have chemistry, biology, and things of that nature, but it all goes back to spiritual stuff, and it all goes back to evidence. Because for some reason, you guys think there's no evidence in the Torah. There's a huge amount of evidence in the Torah. I don't know who told you guys that. Like Rafa Alam, there's a huge misconception that the Bible is fake and it's a fairy tale.
Oh no.
The world is slowly starting to see, oh, these stories are real. It's a lot of evidence coming out. And you look, you know how the Most High is. He'll let you wait on it. You ain't gonna get what you want right when you want it. Because the Most High could have just showed everybody the truth and we'd have been to it if he wanted to.
Mm-hmm. He's always on time.
Always on time.
Right, when, not before, not after, right at the very moment when, boom.
Come on.
You know what I mean? Like right when you need whatever it is that you need, he'll provide it right there. It'll be right on time.
Come on. But what I'm saying, to bring this back to the color thing and thinking that we are Africans, it's a difference. And I'm not saying difference just because we was born over here and they was born over there.
Right.
There's a difference. This is what I'm saying. Also, guys, I want you to understand something and listen to me carefully. That they call it Africa, and I just call it Africa for the sake of this conversation. Africa is a continent, guys. That's the first thing you need to understand. It's not a country. It's a continent with countries in it. So don't say a blanket. It's like a blanket statement to say you're African. When you go to Africa, Africans don't speak like that. You either Ethiopian, you either South African. You're not African. They're specific about who they are, where they're from. Yeah, yeah. They're very specific. But guess what they do? Guess what they do? Guess what they do, Rafa? They want us to be all African, but they separate. Yeah. They want we just all no. This is,
and it's like we always have to be the ones to compromise.
I want you guys to understand something. If you live on this side of the world, if you live in America, if your ancestors was on slave ships, if your ancestors was born in this country under these conditions, because guess what? We have a lot of. I just want you guys to know something. I'm not the smartest man, and I don't know everything. I embrace correction and all of that stuff. And I understand that a lot of stuff we was taught was lies. I want you guys to know a lot of stuff that we was taught was lies. Don't come down on me for being wrong. I won't come down for you for being wrong. Because guess what? They lied to all of us. But you know what I mean, guys? And we know that some of our people are over there. We get that. But what I'm saying, because we're gonna get to the meat of this too. We're just doing an overview of it. But what I'm saying is there's a difference, guys. Because I want to tell you something, and I'm gonna do I got a special comment on this topic here as well. When you as an American, Negro American, black person, whatever they call us, when you go to Africa, you're gonna see the difference. It's a difference. Because they're gonna treat you like you're rich and they're gonna try to get all the money and extort you. They don't treat you like a native. They want to be treated like a native in America, but when you take your American butt to Africa, and they know that you're from Chicago or from New York or from Cleveland or from anywhere in America, they're gonna treat you different. Why don't they treat you the same then? Come on with it. Hey, you can't have it one way. You gotta have it the same. You can't be this way over there and this way over here. We don't play like that. So I want you to speak on that. What do you feel about them wanting to be with us, but when we go over there, they're not with us? It's clear too.
Yeah, definitely.
And you know what? Let me say this one more thing, and I want you to speak on this. It's almost. I want you guys to understand something. If you look like me, if you look like this sister, when you go to Africa, they almost treat you like you white. I think they think we white, and I want you to speak on that.
Yeah, many of them have said that we are lost. Some of them call us names like
Akata.
Different things.
All my African viewers. Listen, I want to tell my African viewers something. For my African viewers, if you're an African viewer, much love and respect to you. Listen, if you're an African viewer right now, could you please put in the comment section what does Akata mean, please? Continue.
And you know, one thing about me, the movement that I'm involved in right now, which is to correct our identity crisis and our identity confusion, is to promote and to inspire self-love back into us as a people collectively again. You know what I mean? Because the more knowledge that you have of self, the more that you could love yourself. Priority. You have to put the oxygen mask on yourself first before you can save the passenger next to you if you're on a plane that's going down to crash, right? So this movement is to promote self-love and self-appreciation. Also appreciation of your heritage and of your lineage, so you can have pride within yourself and your people collectively. This is not to promote hate or anything like that. I appreciate Africans and their culture and everybody else's culture, but we just want the same respect that they want from us. We want to be appreciated as well. And when Africans come over to this country, and some of them, not all of them, but some of them, they have like this self-righteous attitude as if they're better than us because they say that we so-called don't have culture, we don't have identity, we're lost. We're the lost sons and daughters of Africa, that type of thing. And I tell them straight up, look, wait a minute, we're not, all of us are not African. Some of us came from this land. So what they are going to have to do is research and learn more about our history so that they can appreciate us more and give us the respect that we deserve to get from them. And also respect the fact that our ancestors had kicked the doors in for them to walk in, to be over here to benefit and reap the fruits of the labors of our ancestors. You see, that's what it's. So this is like, it's like a big war on TikTok. You go on these social media, you see all these films and videos of different Africans from different countries that have migrated and fled here. And they disrespect us. They call us out our names. They say we're lazy. They say we're sorry. They say we living on our mama's couch. We don't want to do nothing for ourselves. We don't like to read. One told me to my face, he said, Black Americans don't like to read. That is so far from the truth.
I want you to let's correct that right now. It's a lot of people that's going to view this, and some people might be African, and some people might be African of people who been told this type of story. Now, let me address all the Africans that's been told this story. I don't get mad at you for something that you was taught, but I'm gonna correct you right now. That way you won't have this issue again. So it was a point of time where in our country, if you knew how to read, they would kill you. I'm not sure if you're aware of this. I'm not sure if you went through this. This is why we say we don't want to be with y'all. This is why we say we want to be by ourselves, because you guys, not just Africans, all of you people, y'all didn't go through this. You didn't go through having to hide your love for a wife, having to hide a kid. You don't have to go through having to hide the fact that you want to learn how to read. Mm-hmm. You don't know nothing about this. So what I'm telling you guys is, yes, a lot of us don't like to read. You know why? Because they used to kill us for it. And then after years of getting killed for it, you stop doing it. And after years of stop doing it, you don't do it. But guess what? When you put us on a job, when you put us on a task, when you put us on the basketball court, when you put us in the studio, when you put us on the construction site, when you put us in the factory, when you put us anywhere, we excel. When you put us in the military, you remember this? You remember when in the Civil War and the wars before that, when the slaves joined the army? Mm-hmm. You know what the stories was? They learn so fast. They run so fast. They shoot so good. They fight so good. They're so strong. They can survive in the wilderness longer. They can deal with the heat longer. Don't talk to me about reading. And guess what? Most of y'all don't even understand what the hell you're reading anyway. You want to talk about, because guess what? You're a whole bunch of sophisticated, silly people. You're sophisticated, silly people. And you call up in your sophistication, you guess what? You know everything, and you know what? It might serve you good when you go play Jeopardy. Because I don't know what all of that useless information is going to do for you. But that's a good joke that they like to say about us, that we don't like to read. This is for everybody information. And if you're not of our people, you won't understand what it's like when people want to kill you because you're reading a book. Or not even reading a book, if you know how to talk and half decent. And then they'd be like, oh, y'all talk country. Yeah, because if you talk half decent, they'll kill you, because they'll be like, how the hell you know how to talk? Who taught you how to speak proper?
Oh, yeah, they'll kill you. They were slaughtered. They would sell off your children and everything else if you got caught reading. Back in during the slavery days.
We're talking about over 400 years of torture, punishment, unlawfully, free labor. And you got people like Israel who said they don't want to give us our reparations when that whole country and that whole fortune is formed on reparations given to them by the America. They get their money from reparations, but they say no to our reparations. This is what happened, like this, and this is everybody that's getting money from us. The same Africans that come to America. Guess what, guys? Let me fill you in on some information, guys. When the Arabs that's in your corner stores come, they get grants from the government. They don't pay their own money. When the African come here with their hair braiding stores and all the other businesses, they get money from the government to do that. They don't spend their own money. And let me ask you guys a question that's saying that we should be together. Where's the jobs for our people that you guys create? Why is it that you only have Arab workers? If you do have I understand that this is about Africa, but I'm just saying, if the Arabs have a black worker in there, he's some drunk and they paying him under the table.
Yeah.
When you go to the African hair braiders, ain't no black American woman braiding hair in there. What's wrong? We can't braid. Let me ask you a question. What American black can go to African and open up shop and don't hire them?
Yeah.
Oh, look at the sister in the comments. Shalom. Check the comments. We got Courtney in there. Courtney.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, much love and respect. Let me acknowledge.
Shalom.
Shalom. Everybody who's tuning in right now, much love and respect to you all. I really appreciate it.
Beautiful sister.
Come. I'm just saying though, and I want you to break down to the people what is the FBA versus Diaspora. What is that? What is the versus? Because it's us. I know you told me who the FBA is.
Diaspora is melanated people that scattered throughout all four corners of the earth.
Okay.
Jamaicans, Haitians, Dominican. What's that? Barbados. All different. Senegal. Africans. There's even diaspora in Europe. They're in Europe too. They don't like us either. Not all.
But a
lot of them, they don't really care for Black Americans. If you could speak to anybody, they will tell you these things.
Well, let me let you guys know something. I'm a firm supporter of Yah and Torah. And the message that Yah sends concerning our nation is that we are a nation that's scattered and we're going to be gathered together. So guess what? We are going to be gathered together. And America and all of these nations have nothing to do with our reparations. Trust and believe me, because if they did, we'll never get it. So we know that the Most High is going to give our reparations. But like I said in my other video, we're not getting reparations before we get free. Forget about that. I don't know why y'all think we're going to get reparations in hell. I got a question. Can you make heaven and hell?
And this is another thing that many people don't understand. The main reason why majority of foundational Black Americans are delineating themselves from the diaspora is because they want to ensure that when reparations finally do get dispersed, that it goes to the correct people, to the babies of slaves. Not everybody and their mother and their cousin too to benefit from our payouts.
See,
because you have Africans that are immigrants that are not here, that are citizens in America. They are too known as African Americans. Elon Musk is an African American when he's here. This is why we have to force the government to change our nationalities from African Americans to foundational Black Americans, so they'll know the distinct difference between the two or the three.
And I understand the whole separation, because the scriptures say be separate. It's always our wishes, it's always our desire to separate. People make it hard for us, but it always was our desire to separate. The Most High wanted to separate.
When they went into the wilderness, in a point in time, they had to separate from the dispersed. Diaspora. They came out. There was a diaspora of people that came out with them. It wasn't just Israelites. You can read that in Exodus. They eventually separated.
And I want you guys to understand something. There's a thing called tear, and there's a thing called wheat. And it's hard to see with your eyes. But the spirit will tell all. Because I can assure you that all of our people are going to gather together. And I can also assure you that if the powers to be, when I say powers to be, I mean the UN and the power structure, if they had their way, we'll never get reparations. Forget about it. You can plan all you want. Now, I'm gonna tell you something. Me and Rafa Allah, we have two different brains. Me and Rafa Allah represent the nation of Israel. I'm gonna give you some type of an example of how things go. And this kind of like a metaphor. Me and Rafa Allah represent Israel. I think my way, she think her way. But guess what? We still meet at the law, statutes, and commandments. So basically what I'm saying is, she might feel a way about something, and I might feel a way about something. It kind of different sometimes. But we meet at the law, statutes, and commandments. And I want this to be an example for all of our people. We have some different views on certain things, but we meet at the law, statutes, and commandments. Because something this thing right here, it has to be a distinction between us and people outside. Because you got to think about this, guys. To say we African is incorrect anyway. It goes back to what I was saying about the physical anatomy. We don't have the physical anatomy of a lot of Africans. It's you can literally see the way we walk, the way we talk, the way we move our hands, everything. The Most High is very clever, guys. The Most High set this stuff up to be distinct and to stand out. Just like the scriptures say, we are a special people above all people. This is not an opinion, this is a fact. And we see this in life. The tribe of Judah.
I'm spewing hate speech or anything like that. Actually, I have friends who I'm very, very close to from different races, and I love them all. It's just my first love is my own people. My people is my first love. It's called prioritizing. I know you're Generation X like me. I'm a 70s baby. When we was raised, the way we was raised and the way we came up, we was taught home first, right? Our people is home first. You see what I'm saying? See, our temples, this body, this avatar, this is our temple. This is our home. In which our soul and our spirit lives in. You have to take care of this first before you can reach outside of your home. So if your home is empty, that means your cup is empty. You have nothing to pour into anybody else. I can't love you if I don't love myself first.
See, that's our people. That's our people. Nobody else is worrying about somebody else but us.
Yeah.
We are the people that has sympathy and empathy in the world. Nobody else has it. We're the ones that think of everybody else before we think of ourselves. But it makes sense to why it makes sense to me.
We need to stop that. It's time to stop that.
We need to stop that. It's in our nature because we are the witnesses of Yah. We are the ones in charge of teaching the world. This is why we have this type of, because you got to think. It's just like when I look at teachers. All the teachers out there in the world must love and respect to the teachers. When I look at a teacher, I look at a person with patience. When I look at the world, they're not patient like us because they're not in that position of the people they're supposed to teach.
That makes a lot of sense. I never heard it put
like that. Come on. I mean, we are the ones to do this stuff. This is why we're so. It's like we're the ones that nurse everybody. The whole world wounds. We got wounds all on us. We scabbed up. We burnt up, but we nursing everybody else. And we got one Band-Aid. We don't use it on ourselves. We give it to the next person. This is our nature. I don't look at it as bad. I don't look at it as bad. Like you said, we need to stop. We do, but I don't look at it as bad. You know what I look at as bad? What they're doing and as a result of taking advantage of it. Mm-hmm. That's bad. And guess what? Y'all gonna make them pay for that.
And my whole social media platforms, all four of them, are dedicated to dropping seeds on self-love and self-inspiration and self-education, self-knowledge, and self-appreciation into our people, building up our esteem, so that we will value ourselves first, so that we'll know our true worth and our value, so that we won't have no choice but to force those outside of us to respect us and to appreciate us.
Because like when I think about the FBA versus the Diaspora wars, when I think about it, I ask myself this: if the people in America, ancestors, was responsible for all of the work, for all of the success, how is people in Africa getting money in reparations for that? How are they included? Is it like saying somebody in South Africa get some type of, I don't know, they found an oil, they found a huge no, I'm just saying, no, what I'm saying is this: if just say another country stumble across a huge thing of oil, do you think, let me back up 1 second. Whoa. Let me back up. The Most High just hit me with something. Let's back up. And that's before we even get to reparations. Where was the assistance for our bloodshed?
You mean you referring to us here in North America?
I'm just saying, if we were together, I'm assuming that we're together. Let's just take that. I want to be fair. Let's
we had to save ourselves. We had to do everything ourselves. We had to set ourselves free. We had to pull up our bootstraps and get in the trenches and put our hands in the mud to get everything that we got here now, to get everything that to enjoy the fruits of all the labors, the fruits from the labors that our ancestors put in, for us to enjoy, for our convenience, and for us to live the way we live. We had to do that. Nobody from no African countries came over here to assist us.
So, and now let me ask you this, because now it's time to cook. Now it's time to brew. Now it's getting to brew up a little bit. Because now it's time to, because now it's about to brew up a little bit. Because I'm confused now. Because I asked myself, this is what I asked myself. When have you ever heard of an African nation being disrespected by another nation and them not going to war about
it. You tell me.
Because
I don't know.
You know why I think they ain't go to war? Because we ain't their people. You will never listen. You will never see an African nation get violated like this and don't go to war. Ever. Mm-hmm. Never. Unless we're not their people and they know.
I know you're well studied in scriptures, just like me. Maybe even more. You may know more. I don't know everything. We don't know everything. But one thing I do know is every chapter in the book of scriptures. I have never read a time in any eras going back more than 3,000 years where our people did not go out to fight when they were disrespected or violated in some type of way.
Every nation does.
Going all the way to Abraham. Abraham got so much blood on his hands, it ain't fun. Hey, but do you know how many wars Abraham had to fight? He had his own army. Which they're not going to talk about that in the Christian church.
You know,
and David, what about David? All them people. David had to kill.
No, I'm saying.
Thousands of people.
But I'm saying no, true. But I'm talking about the sons of Ham right now.
Oh, that name.
When have you ever seen a child of Ham get violated like this and with no war?
No, Ethiopia came.
Because right now,
the Egyptians came out.
No, I'm just saying. We've been. How long we been in America?
Well, they say 400 years.
We've been here for some time, right? Mm-hmm. When have Africa ever came and said we tired of this? Give our brothers back.
Well,
they don't say help. They don't say. Know what they say? They don't say help our brothers. They say help them.
Yeah, those. Yeah.
They don't say help our people. They say help them, not us. I'm just saying. Mm-hmm. I'm not a child. I'm not a child where you can play silly little games and I believe you.
You know that Ghanaian president came over here, so-called, to speak on our behalf for FBAs to get reparations, but he's trying to get some of that money for Ghana too. They don't want to bring that out. I'm gonna bring it out.
We're gonna bring it out. We're gonna because I'm gonna tell you right now, guys, for all the viewers out there, I'm gonna tell you right now. Everybody who's over here is raping us and robbing us. Everybody. Everybody's in on it. Everybody's in on it. Because I'm gonna tell you guys like this. The Most High designated a country and a home for every nation on the planet. The planet, the country that we on right now was designated to who? The FBAs. Mm-hmm. You know how I know that? Because when Christopher Columbus came here, we was over here already.
Exactly. It was said that he had a Hebrew navigator on the boat with him to show him how to get over here.
You know he did.
Because he had knowledge of the apocryphal books.
And
the apocryphal books would tell you exactly where we were.
And the people that she's talking about, guys, are probably who they call the Moors. Mm-hmm. You probably have more people with them because you got to understand. You guys have to understand something. They spoke our language. You got to understand. The Torah is very honest. The Torah is very honest. These other books are not honest. See, the Torah honest. The Torah will tell you a lot of our people was wicked. It's not like one of them books that be like, oh, all of us was good. We just was perfect. We didn't do nothing bad. Yeah, we normal. We're normal people. And it tell you that. So the reason why I'm saying that is some of the Moors wasn't righteous.
Right.
Just because think about it. Why was they with him anyway?
They didn't want to keep no laws.
You guys got to think. Use your brain.
Europe, Spain, France, and Ireland.
So
King James was over those 3 countries.
King James over them. Do your research on King James. You can say what you want, but the Most High set him up for us to have the information that we have now.
Yeah, I read that he's from the tribe of Judah.
Come on.
He was a Hebrew. He knew who he was.
So listen, guys. This information that we give you is going to be future episodes when we get into the who really ruled Europe. But in the small glimpse of that, I will just say this to you: if Christopher Columbus, it's a fact that Christopher Columbus came over here and people was here already. We have facts and we have evidence to tell and to show you guys that Europe was ruled by our people as well. So ask yourself, where do white people come from? Why do you think they call Caucasian guys? The Most High.
In Georgia.
I mean, let me tell you guys something. The Most High gave every nation their own homeland. And for you Caucasians, I don't mean anything to personal. I'm just telling you. The Most High gave you a cave for home. You wasn't supposed to leave the cave and go take over Europe. You weren't supposed to leave the land and go take over South Africa. You wasn't supposed to leave the cave and take over America. You wasn't supposed to you wasn't supposed to leave the cave and put, what do you guys call a U.S. embassy? What's that? Have you ever heard of an African embassy in America?
You want to know something? I'm gonna tell you this is coming from my opinion. I blame us, our people, for why they have came out of those mountains and they are now in power and in rulership. It's our fault. You have ever watched that movie Sinners? Written and produced by Ryan Coogler. And Michael B. Jordan is one of the actors. If you watch that movie, you'll see how the enemy was able to break into the camp to take over. Everything was good until they let that little demon in. And guess what? He knocked on the door first. Who let him in? They said, and it was said, don't let them in. He can only come in if you let him in.
If you let him in.
Open the door. Because we had the power at one time. So how can the weaker party take over the one that's in power? You know how? Because you let them in.
You let them in, guys.
Because of disobedience and not wanting to keep the laws and the commandments. And we wanted to be like them so bad. We wanted to be like them so bad. I believe the Most High Yah said, okay, since you want to be like these people, instead of following me and my commandments, you don't want to keep my statutes, you don't want to keep my ways. I told you what you needed to do. Everything is written, but you don't want to do that. You want to be like them. I'm going to put them over you. They're going to rule you. They're going to be your master. Now, since you want a master so bad, just like the Most High has sent Samuel the prophet to be the judge over Israel. They didn't have no king. Samuel was like, you don't need no king. Yah is your king. Since they told Samuel, we want a king like all these other nations. Samuel went to go, he went to go pray about it. Yah said, give him a king. I'm gonna show you who I'm gonna give you King Saul from the tribe of Benjamin. And he said, guess what? He told Samuel everything he was going to do to them. He said, I want a king so bad. You want to be like these other nations? Okay. You're going to live like them too. You're going to be oppressed like them. So we put them in power. It's our fault. It's our fault.
Well, it's our fault. But when you say our, let me give you an example, guys. There's a percentage of our people that's destined to fail. It's a thing called 1/3. It's a thing called 2/3. They're destined to fail. So when you say that we could be that 2/3, I believe, because we wouldn't do that. And it's in our spirit. I want you guys to understand something. All of us was at that mountain with Moses when we agreed to do everything that Yah told us. We all agreed. A lot of us, you know, we failed to realize that this body is not who we really are. We're ancient beings that have been here for a long time. And what I'm saying is, a long time ago, we made an agreement with the Most High to do this stuff. And the Most High is not accepting. I forgot. He's not accepting that. He gonna put you in a position where you can do it. Though. It's not gonna be out of reach and something impossible. He's gonna put you in a position where you can do it. But it's a thing that I always say, Raphael. You know what I always say? Hey, yo, Jake, rest of your angel.
Mm-hmm.
The only fight is our own angel. The risk of being bad, the temptation of being bad. That's the fight in life. Nothing else matters. Nothing outside matters. It's the inward thing, guys. Hey, Jake, I'm gonna tell all my viewers out there because I love y'all so much. Hey, yo, Jake, rest of your angel. Rest of your angel, Jake.
That's good.
You like that one? I be working on it. I be in the lower chamber of the art, and I be working on this stuff. Praise Yah.
Yeah. When I first went through my awakening, when I first came to this, I was so angry. I was so mad and angry. I was like, these devils, Esau this and Esau that. And the more I studied and researched, and as more time has went by, I was like, this is all false, just because we didn't want to be obedient collectively as a people.
I want you guys to understand something. When you get your relationship, when you get on the right terms with Yah, when you strengthen your relationship, you ain't gonna be thinking about no reparations. You ain't gonna be thinking about no Esau. But you know why? Because you're gonna be so filled with Yah. The law, statutes, commandment, your life gonna be going so good.
Just be in love. And that's the only way we have peace in our lives. And having peace is living a righteous life.
Like this.
Living righteously is
peace.
Otherwise, if there's no peace, there's what? Chaos.
Chaos.
And chaos breeds what? Unrest and fallacy and calamity.
Like I have a huge message for you guys concerning this topic here, the FBAs and the Diaspora war and all this stuff like that. I have a huge message. I want you guys to put all of your faith in Yah. All of it. Don't put 90% in Yah and then 10% in these people give you reparations. These people hate us. They took our nationality and gave it to these people for $5. They gave. Listen, look. I'm gonna tell you guys a funny joke. I'm gonna tell you a funny joke. So they got mad at us because they stole. Listen, y'all sold your own birthright for some raw meat. Now you want to take ours and sell it for $5.
I'm about to bring up a good point. Which continent, which conqueror was named? Let me flip this.
Okay.
Salaki, excuse
me. Okay.
What name did the continent of Africa get named after? I mean, what person? Which conqueror?
Africanus. Scipio.
What about Turner? America was named after Amerigo Vespucci.
Some Caucasian people. Some Caucasian people. Named after these jokers. I just got, you know what? You right. Something just hit me. Something just hit me. This is why I love. Listen, y'all. Praise y'all. This is why I love when I talk to her. Y'all just be working with us. I propose something. No, that's over. Listen, white people hate white people. I know white people that hate white people. Listen, sister, I know white people that hate white people. Anybody that loves truth hate people that's wicked.
collectively, I'm talking, when I say white, I'm referring to the white power structure.
They don't listen.
Why would I want to be named after them? I don't want to be.
I never heard.
I don't want to be named after Afrikaners or American French Pussy.
Right. And I propose something to all of my brothers and sisters out there, all of the word of mouth supporters and all the supporters of Rafa Allah. I want to propose something to the whole body of Israel right now. Don't call them Europeans no more because they're not from Europe. Call them Caucasians only.
That's good.
Only Caucasian. That's it. Don't give. You're not no Europeans. And guess what? Like I have another saying, Rafa Allah. You know what's no my other saying is? If you can do it once, you can do it twice. Y'all didn't build those buildings because if you made those great buildings, why ain't no other great buildings ever made? And why does those old buildings look like something that's not from this planet? Have you ever looked at certain buildings in Europe? It's like one futuristic looking building surrounded by a whole bunch of bullcrap.
Yeah.
If you can do it once, you can do it twice. What happened? But notice this. You will see the like the White House, for instance. Look at the White House. Our people made this stuff. Why? Think about it. Why does the White House? When you look at the White House, when you go downtown Cleveland, when you look at those buildings, why don't they look like the other buildings? Nothing look like downtown. But if you go back to my saying, if you can do it once, you can do it twice. What happened? Because you never did it. You never made them. And just like this video, guys, we got some people that's trying to get rewards for our hard work. What's new? This whole country is built off robbery and people getting money off other people's work. That's
this whole beast system was this beast system was created from lies, from deceit, from wrath, anger, hate, fury, and just flat out just wickedness. That's why it will not stand. It's going to come crumbling down. No civilization that was created from blood, sweat, and lies lasted more than 250 years. If you get my point. If you get my point.
250 years, yeah.
Yeah. You got my point.
Yeah, I definitely get your point. They say America is 250 years old, but then they say we're here for 100 years. Yeah. What's wrong with the numbers?
Iran is a 6,000-year-old civilization. They are more than a country. They are a civilization. They've been around for thousands of years. And you know, our people was once captive there too. At the time it was called Persian Medes.
Look,
and Queen Esther.
I want you guys to look up the Sahara slave trade.
Yeah, Queen Esther was the queen. So our Iranians, they know who we are. They know. They know who we are.
See, for all you people that's watching, that's of different nations, your ancestors did a lot of terrible things. And they lied to you about history. And one thing about lies and the darkness, it always comes to the light.
Always.
So I don't want you guys to get bent out of shape about what your ancestors did. You should research what's going on with your people. Mm-hmm. Who you are got a lot to do with where you're going and what you're gonna get. Because what y'all think? We went through all this hell and ain't nobody else gonna go through it? Only us? You gotta be smarter than that, guys.
Yeah. I strongly suggest your followers out there to read Obadiah chapter 1.
Read the whole Obadiah, guys. Read the whole Obadiah. It's a small book.
Yeah, also read Psalms 83.
Mm-hmm.
This is proof that we are the people of the book.
What was the first one you said? What was the first one you said? Obadiah what?
In 2020, 2026, but according to biblical time, this is year 5999. But the year 2026, everybody's coming for our necks. The foundational Black Americans. If it ain't the Asians, it's the Hispanics. If it ain't the Hispanics, it's the Latinos. If it ain't the Latinos, it's the Africans. If it's not the Africans, it's the Haitians. If it's not the Haitians, it's the Somalians. If it's not the Somalians, it's the whites. If it's not the whites, it's the others. If it ain't the others, it's the mixed breeds. Everybody coming for our necks. So you can read Psalms 83. It lists all the nations on this earth who hate us and who always will hate us, and it never will stop until this earth is redone over. We're always gonna be hated. So who's hating on the foundation of Black Americans now? AKA the Hebrews. Everybody coming for our hair, our necks. They're out here killing our babies, they killing our sisters. We got thousands of Black women missing. They haven't even recovered the bodies yet. Where are they? We got gender wars going on. These Willie Lynch curses.
Willie Lynch.
So we have a lot.
Willie Lynch. I want to know who this. I want to know who this little wimp was. I can't wait till I find Willie. I can't wait till I find Willie. Some little wimp somewhere. Some little punk somewhere. I guarantee you.
Well, you know he was the slave master back in the West Indies at the time. He's the one who came over here to America and taught the slave masters over here how to keep us under control. For he told them, if you do these to the science, exactly how I tell you how to control these slaves, it will last for at least 300 years.
Let me tell you,
spell work. That was spell
work. I'm gonna tell you guys something.
We're not under spell work. Anytime you hear people gossiping about somebody, or words are being spoken over you or somebody else, and it's of evil, that is spell work. That's witchcraft.
I want you guys.
Nobody is coming to save us.
Listen, guys. I'm one of the people who, because I want you always to remember, we have been lied to. I do not give these people that much credit. I don't believe the stories that they tell to the degree that they tell it. I do not I just don't. They're not even capable of doing the stuff that they said. All of the buildings that they said they built, they didn't even have the tools and sophisticated tools to do the work. You can't make smooth buildings with chisels. So it's like, all of these extravagant stories about how they did to our people, and I don't believe it. Because you know why? You know why I say that?
Skilled cooks, skilled, all these crap. This is why they snatched us up during slavery and forced us to build this nation.
But think about this though. The same time they said it was slavery in the South, it was people free out north. Like, all I want you guys to understand is they lied to us. Mm-hmm. That's all I'm saying. You have to erase everything you was taught. Mm-hmm. Some of the stuff we taught was true.
Just to we have to study for ourselves. We can't look for everybody else to teach us what we
I'm just saying,
which are tools that will set you free mentally and physically.
I have yet to see.
We live in an age of information now. Mm-hmm. Where if you in ignorance, that's because you want to be ignorant.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But I got a question to you. What evidence do we have that it was a version of slavery that they paint? Because what I'm saying is they didn't build nothing. We know that. Like just say if everybody disappeared and vanished, there's no evidence or proof that they even did nothing here.
Come to think of it,
they could just vanish and it's like they never was here. Because downtown.
That's it.
But think about this. Think about that. They know how to steal. They know how to steal. But see, but it goes back to like what you said. We opened that door. You open that door. How does the con work? How does the con artist work? He got to get you. He got to get you interested in something.
He got to get in here.
If you're a righteous person, you will dismiss any person that's doing anything illegal anyway. But the moment that you think to yourself, I probably can make something by doing this, you already lost.
You know, transgressions is the recipe for disaster. And because we didn't allow the laws to be written in our minds and in our hearts, and when the enemy comes for you, you don't have on your head what they call your armor wear to guard against the spiritual warfare. So you left yourself unprotected because you wasn't guarded with the breastplate of righteousness, with the head of salvation, and so on and so forth was listed in the scripture that we must be suited up in at all times. Because we on this wicked plane called earth. And you walk around here unprotected, you're gonna be in harm's way at all times. You're attacked and conquered. See, this is spiritual here, what I'm talking about.
This whole war, the FBAs and the Diaspora, this is a spiritual thing going on, guys.
It's a spiritual warfare.
And I just want to be the first to tell you guys, if you're waiting on these nations to give you some type of reparation, you're gonna wait forever. You'll be dead before it happens.
Yep.
They have no intention on. They don't have any intentions. They don't have.
Excuse me.
No. You're good. I'm gonna say this one quick thing. They have no intentions on giving us anything, guys.
We have to take it. We have to take what
we are property. In their eyes, we're property. We're slaves.
Commodity.
We're like a dog. You give a dog food. You don't give it steak.
We're walking by papers.
Just understand that.
Security number. And your social security number is your bank account number. So you're just property, like you said.
And I see something with this whole situation. With the FBA and this Diaspora and the Pan-Africanness and, with Dr. Umar and all of that stuff. Much love and respect to Dr. Umar.
Mm-hmm.
But what I'm saying is, when are we going to love ours? When are we going to love us? Let all these Africans love themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Like they over there in a whole different country, they going through what they going through.
Right.
No disrespect to them.
Right.
But how about we love each other and get ourselves on our feet?
That's what we need to we need to come together on. This is what we have to come on one accord with. And so now we're fighting amongst each other, African Americans versus FBAs, because African Americans don't want to be associated with the hate group KKK. FBA is the KKK. No, we're not. We're just a lineage. The African Americans are saying, no, you all are anti political government. FBAs is considered the grassroots. So we got to put all this nonsense aside, come together and agree to disagree, that we need to reclaim our heritage and our lineage and to recognize who we are. First and foremost, we are descendants of the ancient biblical Israelites. And we're also and legally we should be labeled as the foundation of Black Americans because we're the ones who built and laid and built the foundation of this land from day one.
Right.
And we need for others outside to recognize and understand that you have to respect us as the host and you are a guest.
See, the problem.
Walking on their lands where their ancestors walk and they due reparations. I'm not gonna want to stand in the way of that. I want you to get what's due for you all to get your justice, get your just due.
See,
why would I want to stand unaware of that?
This is I got a problem. This is my problem. I can't respect Africa. Now, I really can't respect Africa. You know why? Because you got 150, about 150 countries that say we're supposed to get reparations. So you mean to tell me 150 countries didn't do anything because 3 countries stopped them? And you want me to respect you? 150 countries said yes, 3 little bitty countries said no, and ain't nothing happened because 3 countries?
Ain't that something?
But this, why is, I got another problem.
And colonize.
Repeat that.
They can't help us because they're in slavery now as we speak.
So, that's why they want to join with us, because they need our help.
Well, I came to off now in 2026.
I'm just saying, let's say they get their way, and all of us get reparations. What are they gonna do with their money?
They're gonna take it back to their land.
How is that helping us? Is that helping us?
It's not gonna benefit us. You know.
You see where I'm going with this?
Mm-hmm.
Why is it? See, now I'm getting mad. Now I'm getting mad because I'm trying to figure. Now I'm confused because I'm trying to figure something out. And please help me. The scriptures speak about the Israelites. One of the tribe of the Israelites is Judah. Why is this nation calling itself Jewish? And why? Like, first of all, they need to get out of there. Who are they?
They're the counterfeits. They're the synagogues of Satan, according to Revelations 3 and 9, and Revelations what's the other one? It's in Revelations 2.
Was it 2:19?
2:9. Yes, 2:9 and 3 and 9. They're the synagogues of Satan. They hijack our identities. And according to Psalms 83, we are the hidden ones. See, the Most High knows what he's doing. He's very strategic. He's intelligent. He knew that if the whole world knew who we really were, they would have tried to kill us. They would have killed us off, genocided us by now.
See,
we're hidden.
We're hidden ones. They got a problem on their hands. The Jewish people, all the Jewish people that's listening right now.
Yeah, but you
owe money.
That Israel's trying down with those strangers. I'm just paraphrasing.
Yeah.
That's how you know they say
we are. Yeah.
To Psalms 83.
So you guys are claiming to be a nation of saints and priests, but a nation of saints and priests will deny us the reparations. Now, the topic of this is the FBA versus this Diaspora war. But the reason why I'm talking about Israel, because they put themselves in it, because they denying reparation. The FBA and Diaspora war is over what? Who get
the with the powers that be right in Washington? Their office right next to the president's office.
But
and this is another thing that we don't talk enough about. Now we have immigrants from the diaspora who look like us. They have offices and positions in the power structures as well, and they are too helping us getting our reparations. They're in there telling them, oh, no, they don't need nothing because it wouldn't be fair to everybody else. These are Jamaicans. These are Haitians. What's that lady? Her name is Omar. She's in one of the Congress members.
I'm not sure.
House of Representatives. You know what I'm talking about.
I'm not sure right now.
Whoever's in the chat, they know. Please put it in the chat.
Put it in the chat, guys, if you know.
Who's Miss Omar? She's a government official. She's the one. She on her head right. She's in there telling them and helping to block this thing too.
Mm-hmm.
That's why we can't get nothing passed. And when it comes to pertain to us, we can't get nothing passed to protect us or to benefit us.
That's the problem. The reparation that we were supposed to get, Israel got. And the only way we can get it, if they give it back to us, they're not going to give it back to us.
Yeah,
But see, but I got a problem. Now I got a problem with America. Because guess what? For my viewers out there, who do you guys think built the Pentagon? Who do you guys think built the Supreme Court? Who do you think built the place where the House of Congress meet, the representatives meet? Who built the White House?
People.
So and also not only, I want you guys to understand something. It wasn't just built. We held the offices. All the offices you see, we held those offices. We were the people in charge of these things. Do you think like when the last time you guys been to one of these meetings? These people still don't even understand the buildings. Yeah. They look like people inside of places that they don't belong. They look like, when you look at these people, they look like people inside of, they got on clothes that they don't belong. And when they put the head wrap, they put all of the sacred garments on to do these offices and do these services. They don't know what they get. They don't even know what they're doing. You see all these flags with fringes on it. You see all of this different stuff. They didn't make this stuff. So I don't just have a problem with Africa and all of these heathens trying to cleave on to us, because they're heathens. They're heathens. These people that's trying to cleave on to us are heathens. The scripture always spoke about heathens trying to cleave to us. And it's not just about scriptures. If you're a person out there and you're not familiar with the scriptures, just look at life. Everybody want to be like the rappers. They want to wear their clothes like we wear our clothes. They talk how we talk. They cook food how we cook their food. They cleave to us in every way, righteous and wicked. You know what I mean? So now here we are with still trying to fight for our identity. 400 some years later, still trying to fight for our identity. Still trying to fight for was rightfully ours. When the hell when are these people parents dying and they're not getting the wills? They're getting the will. They're getting the all the things that was left for them. Why do you have our things in the Vatican? Why do you have our things hidden in all your safes and all your hidden places? Why is all our stuff in your museums? So reparations, I don't think you guys understand what represent. This is why you guys are not with us. You're not with us. You don't even understand reparations. Reparations is not just money. Reparations, you might as well say, y'all might as well get naked, take off all your clothes, and just go back in the cave. You have nothing. Every single thing you got, it ain't just money. Listen, I said this before. In order for, first of all, America don't just owe us reparations. The world owes us reparations. Let's get it right. The whole world owes us reparations, not just America. That's where you're wrong at. You selling yourself short. Now look, guys, I'm late to the party. Rafa Allah put me up on all this stuff. I wasn't even aware of all this stuff. She'll tell you, I'm late to the party. But what I'm saying is, I'm a person I'm looking at the facts of it. You guys are selling yourself short. It's not just reparations from America. It's reparations for the whole world. You got these people over here robbing us. Like, how can we not include everybody that's over here robbing us? If we listen, it's gonna be a court of Yah, and everybody's getting put on charges. And guess what?
Judgment is going
forward. I'm pressing full charges too. I'm pressing full charges. I'm being court like this. He did it. He did it. Him over there. He did it. I'm telling on everybody. And I got all the evidence and all the proof. And guess what? Y'all don't want to come to court of y'all. All of us got Johnny Cochran's. Ain't no public defenders in the court of Yah. It ain't no such thing.
Don't forget about the dream team.
Man, we finna tear their butt up. We finna tear their butt up. You ain't gonna be able to fall out in this court. You ain't gonna be able to make no outrage up in this court.
Oh, dream team.
Listen, I'm gonna explain something to y'all. The Most High, your own spirit gonna tell on you. You're incapable of lying to Yah. Your own spirit gonna tell on you. This ain't no jury duty. What? First of all, how in the hell is that my peers? That's old white ladies. Them ain't my peers. Because you gotta think about it. Reparations got something to do with all the time spent in jail unrightfully. We need that back too. Why do y'all think reparations is just money? Do you guys understand how much this is bigger than just money? Like, I want you guys to understand something.
And we need an apology.
We need I want it right now though. Otherwise I ain't gonna accept it. Because you know why? We got people that was marching with Martin Luther King still in prison. They thought he was dead. They thought she was dead. They still in prison. What did the Black Panthers ever do wrong? Name one Black Panther that killed somebody. I'll wait.
Not without
name one Black Panther that hung a white person. I'll wait.
All they tried to do is serve the people, help the people, feed the people.
The Black Panthers are heroes. They demonize our heroes. For everybody out there who have a misconception about Black Panthers, name one white person they killed. I'll wait. I will wait. You have no facts. All you have is he say, she say, and just hate. I can tell you what the KKK did. I can tell you what the skinheads did.
You don't have no right to do that.
I can tell you what all they did. But you want to make it seem like our heroes are demons. You got people in the Black Panther who gave their life up to protect Black people because they got tired of Black people getting beat up and killed.
I know one thing. I do not want to be called. I don't want my nationality to be on my paperwork as two continents named after two
Caucasians. Two Caucasians.
And America first.
You know, only one gonna say that. I know ain't his name. I ain't none of that.
I'm not gonna be labeled as African American. My most recent ancestors were not African. We need to get that straight.
First of all, we are what they would call heavenly beings, celestial beings. We're not the same as these beings.
We're star seeds.
And they know that. They know who we are. You know.
Yeah, they know. The world knows except us.
But see,
the structure knows too, but they want to keep that hidden.
This is another thing. When have you ever seen people getting reparations and they still under the same punishment? They act like what I'm saying is slavery is still going. Like they act like it was over for a certain amount of time we get paid for the time. We're still serving it. Like it's a huge Jedi mind trick. This is jail. It's just like life. Gun line, boss. Because guess what? What do you call a border? This is California. This is Mexico, and it's an imaginary line right there. That's slavery. Basically, what they're telling you is you can't go over there. You stuck here. If you've been in jail and you're a felon, you're stuck here.
Well, you have to have a passport. You have to have your ID. You have to have $150.
Ask the people who. I'm gonna tell you guys something. Everybody who's watching, you having a legal passport does not exclude you from some type of danger that's going to happen over there. They got different rules in different countries. Just because you have a legal documentation and stuff, they still will give you a hard time, is what I'm saying. You can get lost somewhere and you can be completely in the right. They will take your stuff. You're in a different country. None of these people operate like Torah keepers. They don't have laws, statutes, and commandments because we would never do that to people who come here and visit.
No.
This is what they do, but they want to be with us. The Most High said, separate.
Mm-hmm.
The Most High said, we are a holy nation, set apart. So how in the hell are we together? And if we was together, where's our support? Mm-hmm. I mean, throw us a lifeline.
We're not receiving any type of support from abroad. We're not.
See, I have a question to everybody, and I'm gonna keep asking the same question. When have you ever seen an African nation get violated like this and then they go to war for it? When have they can't? I have yet to see an African come out here and say, stop it. They risk their life for their people. They die for their people, happily with a smile on their face. We must not be their people because I have never seen an African come fight for us.
And this is many of those African countries have even sold their own people out.
Mm-hmm.
They haven't even protected or provided for their own people. They cater to the colonizers, France, the Dutch, or Spain, or Portugal, whoever it is, that's Britain, United Kingdom, or whoever's over them. They put them before their own people. So you know they're not going to come over here and try to help us. Why?
I want you guys to understand something.
Not even doing that for their own people.
I want you guys to understand something. We have a huge case of jealousy and envy. Every powerful leader, every powerful organization, and people that congregate, they all was our people. Think about it. If you look at the UN consists of our people in different places. Just like how the Most High said, you got 12 tribes, and the 12 tribes have their own place where they live at. So like the UN, you have Europe, that's our people. You have America, that's our people. You got people over there in the China area, that's our people. So basically the UN consisted of our different nations, our tribes. So this is my point that I'm saying, guys. It's a huge case of jealousy because every office and every powerful role that's occupied right now was stolen from our people.
Yeah, they got their ideas. Even the court structure, the court system structure.
Yeah.
They got that from our people. Solomon used to hold sessions like that with the chiefs and with the people that were they were considered gods.
But think about this though.
People used to call them gods.
It was also
the tribe had gods to represent them, which they had to come before King Solomon in a structured court system to solve problems.
But think about this though. It was established. It also was established with Moses, with the elders, because it was basically they established a council.
Right.
It was and Solomon took it to the next. Yeah. Yeah. The council, the 70 elders. This was the structure that they was building it then.
Yeah.
Because guess what? I'm gonna tell you right now. All of this bootleg, rinky-dink ass government structure that they got now, it ain't nothing. Because guess what? You can't have Congress, you can't have the House of Representatives and all that. Trust and believe me, guys, those are priests that was holding those offices.
Exactly.
Those are prophets and priests holding those offices, holy men.
And you notice that in Europe, they don't refer to them as Congress. They refer to them as ministers of this.
Ministers of that. And think about it. The ministers, the saints. They were saints, they were ministers, and even prophets. And also priests, because in the Catholic system, they have the fathers and priests.
Right.
They stole everything.
You're considered to be gods over people. That's supposed to be a ministry. And this is why I feel that it is an insult to call the Most High, address him by the title as God, because that's you diminishing his position. You diminish him every time you call him God. It's a disrespect.
So let me ask you this: as we get deep into this segment here, I hope you guys was paying attention. I hope you guys was. I hope it was great information for you guys. A lot of, because you know, Rafa, a lot of people don't know. They hear about stuff, but they don't know. And then people, I'm not sure if they have honest people who gonna tell them how it is. Because a lot of people are motivated with money and some type of it's something that they want. They're not giving this information freely, sincerely, like we are.
Well, just like Scripture says, seek ye the kingdom of heaven, and all these earthly things will come unto you. Everything like the desires of your heart will come to you if you just focus your attentions on that. What's in the spiritual realm? I'm just paraphrasing. You know what scripture I'm coming from. Seek ye first the kingdom of heaven, and all these other things will come unto you. That's why they call money currency, because currency is energy, right? Currency is money. Real money is energy.
So, in a nutshell, guys, the stance that I take, and I'll let her speak for herself. The stance that I'll take is we are different. We went through things that nobody in the world went through.
Yeah.
The Most High want us to be separate. It's not like I just want to be separate. So I want to be separate. I do, but I'm backed up with what the Most High said. So it's not like I'm going off. We're supposed to be separate. We're supposed to be set apart. So how I'm looking at it is we're supposed to be separate. They wasn't with us then. They're not with us now. They're benefiting from our rape, rob, and murder right now by getting grants and loans from the government, and they're not putting money. They're not putting the money that they get from their shops and the loans and the success. They're not putting it in our community. They're not building anything. So if you're not with us now, you're not with us. Period. Not just saying from my.
Deported overseas, or if they feel that if they're under scrutiny or some type of attack, then they want to unite with the foundation of Black Americans. They want, but before, like from the 80s on up to now, they delineated themselves from us. They told them, don't call me Black. I'm Kenyan American. I'm Nigerian American. I'm Bahamian. I'm this. I'm Jamaican. I'm that. Now they want to be called Black, and they want us to unite with them. No, it doesn't go like that. And first and foremost, we have to unite amongst ourselves here first before we can talk about uniting with anybody else. That's like putting the cart before the horse. But first off, before we can unite with others abroad, with that, we need respect.
And you know what? The whole point of them connecting with us guys, this is for you to know if you don't know. The point of them to pair themselves with us is so they can get all the benefits, and we're not going to get the benefits. And as long as we're with them, we'll always not get the benefits, and they'll get the benefits.
Right. So this is why first we must act collectively as a group and go to the government and say, hey, change that African American, take that label up off of us. Because we are not going to accept the nationality that includes everything and everybody else, to the point to where you won't be able to know the difference between us and them. Respect the fact we are the people of this land, of this soil. And our ancestors are the emancipated people. And so we are to be put above everybody else at all times.
And just so the people, for the viewers out there, me personally, I don't trust DNA. I don't trust getting DNA from the enemy so they can tell us who we are when they lied already about who we are. I just don't trust that. So what I would recommend is ask your parents, go back in your family and get word of mouth who you are. You don't need ancestry. You don't need that.
And we all know that they are not going to never call Israelites as Hebrews. They're not going to never do that. I actually was attacked by one of the Hebrew Israelite males of our community some time back because he was saying that I was placing a byword over us. No, it's not that. Realistically, in the real world, in the system that we're in now, they're never going to call us Hebrews. We know who we are, so we don't have nothing to prove to nobody. We know who we are. We know we the Hebrews. But in actuality, when it comes down to the paperwork and the black and white, they're going to address us as what they label us as. But they need to take the African off of it. That's my greatest plight. That's my plea. Take that off. You know what I'm saying?
And
don't call me African.
I got two things to say. We're gonna take it off for ourselves. I don't care. Don't worry about what people call you. Only worry about what you answer to.
Right. It's what you answer.
They're not gonna. Just a message to you guys. They will never give us nothing. Mm-hmm. There's some people in life that's not gonna do it, guys.
When it's time for them to pay up, we want to make sure that it goes to the proper addresses.
It goes to the proper addresses. Right. Everything that she's saying is right because you have to say things in the you have to put things in the universe.
Right.
Just because we know they're not gonna do it, I'm still gonna tell you. So when y'all come back, I can say I told them. And
it's been recorded.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So it's like I just want you guys to know that.
You better not say my just moved here 10 years ago and they didn't put not a drop of blood or a tear into the soil.
They already did.
To build this infrastructure.
They already did. They call them look, they already did. They gave your money to them already. They call them migrants.
Right. So no, you make sure them checks go to where it's supposed to go, to those who have paid taxes and all of that, all going all the way back to my forefathers, all these people who paid into the system, who built this infrastructure. The payout is coming to us, not everybody who is labeled as African American. Which Elon Musk.
Right.
And everybody else. No.
And for all the viewers, all the supporters of Word of Mouth Podcast and all the supporters of Rafa Allah, leave any questions or comments or any feedback in the comments. We check the comments and we respond to it. If we get worthy enough comments, we'll do a follow-up video maybe. Because it's a lot of information, guys. As the stories progress, we'll give. And Rafa Allah, I want to invite you to do some reactions. I've seen like basically we'll react to a couple things. Like we'll watch the news on the progression of this of what happens and we'll react to it. So for the viewers, we'll do a couple follow-up videos based upon your comments and based upon what progressed in the story. We're gonna try to keep track of it and give you truth of the story. And we gotta have somewhere where we have the truth. And you can always find it here at Word of Mouth.
I'm down for that. And also, don't forget to go on Amazon.com and get this book.
I got for my YouTube people, I got something I want to show you guys on YouTube. I got a clip of your stuff to promote it on my YouTube real fast.
Okay, I appreciate that.
Yeah, check this out, guys.
So get this book.
You better someday. You better someday.
Hey, make sure you guys go check out Rafa Allah page. Yeah, the one that I'm looking at now is Miss Rafa Allah page. Rafa Allah, I'm gonna spell it. MSRAFAALLAH.
You better slide someday.
YASHRAAIA. Go ahead and put that in the comment form.
You better slide someday.
You never know. You got to listen. Join the family, guys. Put it in the comments your page so they can find it.
Okay.
For all my supporters, please go and support her. She has so much information, especially concerning this topic. She has more stuff that she's gonna put on there as well, guys. I lost him. She might come back. Yeah, this has been an episode of Word of Mouth, going over the FBA and the Diaspora War with Sister Rafa'ala, Yasha'Allah, Rafa'ala A. Author. This has been an amazing episode. I hope that you guys got a lot of good information. Hopefully it was informational to you. Hopefully it was helpful. Leave all the comments. Leave any comment in the Yep, she's leaving it there. Check the comments, guys. Click that link. Make sure you check her on. She's out. She also is on YouTube. Just check her page and support her on all the things you do. Also, all the other people on my comments, please give them a follow. Support them as well. This has been an episode of Word of Mouth, and I want you guys to work on your relationship with the Most High. Keep the law, statutes, and commandments so it can be a betterment for you and your family. So until next time, be good to yourself, honor your mother and father. Don't forget to keep the Sabbath. Praise Yah. Shalom.
And before you and whoever you want to share this video with, because they used to say, it's an old saying that the old times used to say. They used to say the revolution will not be televised. See, so, and what that meant is that the type of truth we're talking about won't be on TV, won't be on on CNN. It's going to be like we're doing from word of mouth.